Hello everyone, welcome back to Maltida Crochet. This week I want to share with you something really interesting, and that is how to crochet a tulip flower coaster. So I wrapped this coaster into this mini bouquet. It's really cute, and there are also various ways for you to use these coasters in a various way, like this mini bouquet, or keeping it in a flower vase. And this is how it looks like. Before we get right into the video, do not forget to like this video, share, subscribe, give my video a big thumbs up. Let's get right into the video. So to start this, I'm going to be using this yarn, these colors, and my crochet hook is a 3.5mm crochet hook, scissors, and these are the materials that you need for this project. I'm starting with a magic circle, and to start the magic circle, I'm going to do a chain of 2. That means I'm going to chain 2. Then I'm going to work 16 double crochets into that magic circle. Now I have 16 double crochets. I'm going to close up my magic circle, the circle there. I'm going to close that up, and into the first chain 2 space, I'm going to find the chain 2, the second chain, and I'm going to do a slip stitch there and close up the circle just to keep it a little bit tighter, and just making sure that I have 16 double crochets there. So now I'm going to close up that ring, and for the next round I'm going to start with a chain 2, then I go into the next stitch after I chain 2, and I'm going to work 2 double crochets into every stitch. So this is my first double crochet, back into the same stitch, work another double crochet, so that's 2. So into every stitch I'm going to work 2 double crochets into every stitch. So we have 16 double crochets from the previous row, and we are going to have a total of 32 double crochets for the second row, for this row. So now I'm just going to continue with 2 double crochet into every stitch. I'm going to meet you at the end of this row. Now I have 32 stitches. Now I'm just going to go right there on top of the first chain 2 space, find the second chain, and do my slip stitch. Now I slip stitch here. For the third round, start with chain 2, and now I'm going to increase on this row. So I'm going to go into the first stitch, the first stitch there. I go into the first stitch on the both loops and do 2 double crochet into that same stitch. Now into the next stitch I'm going to do 1 double crochet. So into the next stitch I'm going to do 2 double crochet now. So I'm just going to keep repeating this. It's going to be 2 double crochet into the same stitch, into the next stitch 1 double crochet. Thus we're just going to keep increasing for this third row. So 2 double crochet into the same stitch, and into the next stitch 1 double crochet. So now I'm on my last stitch. Now to make sure that you're right, I have 2 stitches left. I'm going to do 2 double crochet into this stitch. Now I'm going to be left with one I'm going to be left with the last stitch, and the last stitch should be 1 double crochet because we started with 2 double crochets. Your last stitch should be 1 double crochet, then you know that you got the so you know that you're right with your stitch. So I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain, 2 chains there, and I'm going to fasten off from here. I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off. So there's no need to weave in this yarn. I'm going to work this yarn for the next stitch. Now for the next stitch, I'm going to grab the green yarn, so you can get any green that you have. So I'm going to grab my green yarn now and attach the slip knot to the hook with my yarn. Now I'm going to start from the first stitch where the first stitch there where I slip stitch. I go in there, and I'm going to make sure I work my yarn from the previous row with this yarn, so I do not need to weave in this yarn. I'm going to work it in. So I'm going to start this the fourth row with a single crochet, and that is nothing really. It doesn't count as a stitch. I'm just using it to secure my green yarn properly. Now I'm going to do a chain 4. So now for this this round, we are making the stem for the tulips. Now I'm going to go back, yarn over, go back into the same stitch where I did chain 4 and do 1 double crochet. And now this is my first V stitch here. Now I'm working the 2 stitches from the green stitch and the white stitch in between, so I do not need to weave in. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, skip 2. Now go into the next stitch and do 1 double crochet, chain 2, back into the same stitch, 1 double crochet. So this is how to make the V stitch, or this is the V stitch, but not necessarily. Yeah, this is how to make the stem. So now I'm going to skip 2 like I did previously, skip 2, 1 double crochet into the next stitch. After you skip 2, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, 1 double crochet again back into the same stitch. So we're just going to repeat this around, and I'm going to meet you at the end of this round. So now I have 2 stitches left, so I'm just going to skip the 2 stitches and do a slip stitch into the chain 4 that I started with, and I'll find the second chain there and do a slip stitch, and I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off, and this is going to be the end of this row for the stem. Now for the next round, I'm going to be doing the tulips flower. And to do that, it's pretty easy. I'm just going to get my yarn on my hook, and I'm going to just start this wherever. You can start from wherever, but we're going to start this right in the center there. That's where we're going to work. I'll just go into space from the previous row, and you can start anywhere. So I'm just going to do a single crochet to secure my yarn. So I'm just going to do 1 single crochet there to secure the yarn. So now for the tulips, I'm going to do a chain 2. Now back into that same chain 2 space, I'm going to do 3. So my chain 2 counts as my first double crochet. I'm going to do 3 double crochets. Now when I have done the 4th one, that's for this row, so I'm going to pull that yarn, go back into the first stitch, into the first double crochet, and go there, right there, and pull that yarn through. And now I'm going to do a chain 2.
Now I will go back and walk into there's an opening right there on top of the tulip. In between there, I'm going to show you again once more. Go into the middle of the tulip, and I'm going to do a single crochet. I'm going to chain 2, back again into that opening, do another single crochet. So I'm going to do this for 4 rounds. So I'm going to do 2 chains, sorry, back into that same opening and do a single crochet, chain 2. This is the 4th round, the 4th time, and this will be the last. Back again into that same opening and doing a 1 single crochet. So now I have the first tulip. I'm going to do chain 2. Now I'm going to do a single crochet in between, not in the triangle. That will be the stitch the space nest, and I'm going to do 1 single crochet there. Now I'm going to repeat this one more time, and then we have our first tulip flower. So now for the next round, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain 2, I'm going to chain 2, and now I'm going to go back into that triangle, and that is the chain 2 from the previous row, and do 4 double crochets. So that's the second one, that's the third, and now I have the 4 double crochet. Now I'm not going to complete that, I'm going to pull the yarn up, and I'll go back into the first double crochet, go in between the yarn there, go under the 2 loops, pull that yarn through and chain 2. Now there is this opening right there in the middle of the tulip. Just go there and do 1 single crochet, chain 2. I'm going to do this for 4 rounds. Go into the opening, 1 single crochet. This is the second round, this is the third round. Now I'm going to do 1 single crochet, chain 2 for the last round, which is the 4th round, 1 single crochet, and that's it. I've done my second tulip. Now I'm going to chain 2 and do a single crochet in between the next space. In the next space, that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to repeat this for you to see it, and it's pretty easy. Just do into the next stitch, just do two chains and 4 double crochets into the triangle, and that is the chain 2 space from the previous row. 4 double crochets, and we're just going to keep repeating it as I explained earlier. I hope you understand this. Now I'm on the last tulip, so now I'm going to just finish that off. For the last tulip, doing chain 2, going back into the space and doing single crochet 4 times. So now I'm going to chain 2 and put 1 single crochet into the spaced nest, and now I'm going to do a slip stitch. I'm going to do a slip stitch into my first tulip there, and I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off.
I've come to the end of this tutorial. So here are my coasters. You can use it for your cups, your teacups, your bottles, and these coasters are really cute. And also I also arranged them in this flower vase, so it's really cute in this flower vase, or you can do the mini bouquet. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one.